Hello, as promised I'm going to have a go at doing this video. I've just put a few of the basic exercises together to start with, so see if I can make everything work. I hope you'll join in with me. You want to put some nice music on in the background. That sounds great. I'm going to lie down, start with some arm floats and knee lifts. So just settling that breathing in place, breathing in and out, nice and calm. We're just going to take single leg lifts to start off with. Concentrating on that lovely neutral spine. Slowly with the breath. So once that's going nicely, we're going to keep the legs up here and let the arms stay as well. I'm just going to slightly turn those feet. Take a little heel drop with each leg, concentrating on keeping that waist still and those abdominals nice and held. Letting those shoulders relax into the floor. Breathing as we go. We're going to add a little bit more difficulty here, so as we take a heel down, we're going to take the arm back. It's always fine to stick with the lower options. So we're going to add in a little extension of the leg, hanging on to those abdominals, lengthening the leg out and then bringing it back. Heel and arm go down, lengthening the leg out and bringing it back, trying to keep that back as smooth as possible. Just bringing those knees back each time to the square. Heel and arm go down, lengthening out and back together. Heel and arm and pause. Just going to bring those arms down, lower those legs slowly, and we're going to go into our ab curls. So we're just breathing out, rolling up and rolling down. Exhale as we breathe up, let those arms float and relax down. So this is just the top of our body working, relaxing everything around the backs of our legs, not forgetting the breathing. I'm going to add a little bit of a reach to those knees, so just tapping one knee, tapping the other to get a little twist, and then floating back down. One knee, two knees. Trying to alternate those knees if we can. So this time I'm going to come to my left and then my right. And again, reaching. One more go. Reach, and down. Nice and easy. I'm just going to bring those knees in for that little gentle hug and a little roll. And then we're going to pop them back down again. And we're going to just bring them together and go into those hip twists. So again, just rolling out that lower spine. Rolling the middle onto the floor. Letting those hips go. You can let the head relax in the opposite direction if we need. Stacking those feet, one on top of the other. Trying to let those shoulders relax open into the floor. Nice and easy. Good work. coming back through the centre, and we're going to bring those legs back up into waters. Going to pop them a little bit closer, ready for our bridges. So nice easy hands, relaxing those shoulders, starting with that belly button pulling into the floor, lifting those tailbones, rolling up through the spine for the full breath in, dropping those chests and rolling back down, keeping those big toes anchored into the floor, rolling up and rolling down. Just concentrating on every vertebra, relaxing into the floor as we go down. When we're ready, we can come up and hold up in this bridge, relaxing those shoulders open. Let's just take a little heel lift today, and then keeping those hips lifted, pressing the heel down, working the backs of those legs. Alternating feet. If we want to, 2 heels and press. Heels lifting a little higher, pressing into the floor. If we want to add on to that, taking a heel lift, and we'll open wide, squeeze those knees together and release. Heel lift, open wide. You can always stick with those lower options, and in. One more, open and close. Wide open, trying not to drop those hips, lifting, squeezing, heels down first. Take a deep breath in and release that body all the way back down. To ease out those legs, we're going to stretch the legs up to the ceiling, stretching out the back wherever is comfortable for you. Nice and easy. A little bit of a movement through those toes and heels just to stretch them out. Pointing and flexing. Good work. Let's just climb up those legs for a little bit of a stretch. Reach as high as we can. Drop it down. Little bit of a reach. One more. And a reach. And then we're going to hang on to that right leg. We're just going to drop the left leg down and just bring that leg in for a little stretch, lying all the way down wherever it'll go to. We're going to do some small circles. Might not have much room. I'm going to keep mine small. Breathing in and breathing out. Keeping check that that bottom leg is staying absolutely still. Crossing the leg across and open. And one more. And relax it in. We're going to bring both knees in for a moment. Have that little hug and send the other knee up. A little stretch into that knee as well. Reaching and then lowering it back down, stretching it out as much as possible. And then we'll take our little circles, crossing and open. Crossing, breathing, relaxing those upper bodies. Just one more circle. Keeping those hips beautifully still across the front. Back into the centre and lowering those down. Just take a nice stretch out, breathing in and relaxing down. And another one, breathing in and relaxing. We're just going to bring those arms up to the centre. Take that deep breath in and gently bring our bodies up. Rolling up, nice and lifted. So we're going to come over onto our sides now and do some clams. Just going to relax down, relaxing the head and shoulders. Arm can be up or rested on your hip. Keeping those hips stacked, watching out that we've got knees and feet above each other, and then nice and easy, just opening and closing. Remembering to feel as if you're pressing that knee up to the ceiling, relaxing it down. Up to the ceiling and relaxing it down. Squeezing into those glutes, using those muscles around the top of the leg. Let's just take it for a little turn in and out. So we're going to keep that leg up there. We're going to turn it in. Just squeeze the knees together, pulling through the abdominal and rotate. Squeeze it in and rotate. Squeeze it in and rotate. And just one more. Squeeze it in and rotate. And a little bit of a hold. Let's come back onto our tummies now and do our little back extension. So we'll keep our hands nice and relaxed. Easy floppy feet, heels dropped away. Breathing in, lifting those chests and relaxing. Keeping a lovely long spine. Breathing in and out. If you want to, you can let that head relax down onto one cheek. Breathing in and relax down to the other cheek. If we want a little bit more work, holding up there, either one hand sliding and then the other hand sliding and releasing, or both hands. Breathing in, relaxing those legs and those glutes, reaching those arms away, pulling them backwards and relaxing it down. One more of those. Breathing in, one hand or both, sliding out, keeping that eye gaze down towards the mat and relaxing it down. Just going to push ourselves up. We're going to bring ourselves onto the other sides for our clams. So nice and lying and easy, checking those hips and off we go. Clams opening, keeping lifted out of that waist in the mat. Lengthening away from the ribs towards the hip. Or we can leave that arm floated. So we're going to do those turn in and outs now. Lift the foot and down with the knee, squeezing in and squeezing out. Squeezing in, lifting through the abdominals as we do it, keeping the breathing going. Good work. Keeping a nice long line through the hand, holding that last one open for a moment and relaxing it all down. We're going to come up and have a little go at some all fours. So just nice and easy to start. Lifting that opposite hand and knee, hovering and dropping it down, keeping those shoulders relaxed, checking that we're right over our wrists, alternating and hovering. And then we're going to take the nice lengthen, so we hover, we slide, fingers and toes to the end of the mat, lengthen up and down. Hover the other hand and knee, lengthen along the mat, lifting still through the body, checking we're not rocking from side to side, keeping that centre of the torso, centre of the waist over the centre of the mat. This time, if we want to add a little bit, we can stay here and just open those arms and leg to the side, a diagonal stretch, half a star, reaching, reaching, bring it back, one more on the other side, stretching it out, reaching, reaching, pushing the side of that leg away, bringing it back and down. We're just going to stretch back into that child's pose. We want a little bit of extra stretch here, taking one hand over on top of the other to reach out the side of the body. And then taking the other hand over to the other side. Just breathing and relaxing, and then bringing ourselves up and out of that. We're going to finish off with just our sitting twists and a little bit of a roll down. So easy legs, easy hips. We'll take a little prayer today. So fingertips, thumbs into the chest, just relaxing those shoulders down, trying to feel open through the front of the chest, breathing in and letting that chin stay dropped a tiny bit. Breathing in, breathing out as we twist. Breathing in through the middle and out. In through the middle and out. Breathing in through the middle. Going to add our little roll back here, so a little curl halfway back, bringing that waist down, letting those shoulders and heads relax and lifting up, and then twist through the center and twist, rolling up and twist, rolling back and twist, and one more for a little hold in the center. Let's let those arms float a little bit higher, reach them up, drop those bodies a little bit more, and reach up, all the way up, and then over the toes for a nice relaxing stretch. Just let those heads and shoulders stay floppy. Let them relax downwards. If you want to stretch those backs of the legs a little bit more, flex those feet. And then slowly rolling up. I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of a press up stretch. So we're going to stretch out into that press up. If you want to drop those knees, that's absolutely fine. You can stay up or down. I'm going for half. Just bringing those elbows into the ribs, dropping as low as we can, keeping that body nice and still. A little bit lower if we can, all the way down if we can, chest and nose first. Breathing in, trying to lift everything up. And one more. Breathing it down and breathing it up. As a little stretch out from this, back into the child's pose, and then we're going to stretch out one knee and just have a nice lunge to finish off. Stretching out the front of that leg if you've been doing your running, cycling, nice and easy. Keeping those bodies lifted, shoulders relaxed. sinking forwards. Then we're going to just lift those toes and roll back and have a nice stretch out of the back of the leg. And gently back in through the centre. Take the other one, stretching forwards, lengthening again, nice and long. Relaxing easy. And then we're just going to press that back heel down into the floor, backwards towards the back of the room, lengthening out the front of that front leg, and back to the centre. Just going to finish off with those knees together, sitting, kneeling up, wherever is comfortable today. Just take a nice pull down with those arms and a nice open and reach and a nice reach. Let those bodies just have a little stretch to the side, back to the centre, and a stretch to the other side. And thank you very much. So I hope that's all worked, and I hope that it's a little start for us. Perhaps I will try and post a few different exercises each day, and then you can pick and choose which ones you do, how many, and hopefully it'll just be a nice reminder. Hope everybody keeping safe, keeping well. Take care.